students to pharmacy through peer, I'll step away and ask, as you guys can, since you'll be our speakers, to center yourselves as you trade off as you'd like. But beyond that, it's just a click to the next. So whenever you're ready, you can just click that. All right, thank you. So hi, hello, my name is Collin Kruczek. I'm a third-year pharmacy student here at Pitt.
And my name is Fink. I'm a second-year pharmacy student.
And I was the one of the curriculum coordinators for the PEER program for the 2021-2022 year. So what is PEER? PEER is Pharmacy Innovation Experience and Research. So it's a curriculum that we've put on here at Pitt to help introduce high school students and undergraduate students to the field of pharmacy and everything that it has to offer. So if we ask, how might we attract prospective bright minds to a career in pharmacy? So what is the program consisted of? So it's 5 weeks of fun. I think it was a lot of fun. We had 5 unique longitudinal cases. So we had different disease states like COPD, hypertension, things to that nature that the students were able to learn about a disease state over the course of 5 weeks and then present a final presentation. Over the course of those 5 weeks, we also held iterative workshops. We had guest speakers from faculty, and we also had different compounding activities, as well as acute care simulations and different learning objectives for the students. And so this was a really fun experience where we were able to interact with the students, the high school students, the undergraduate students, and introduce them to pharmacy in a way that might not be so familiar to them. Their first experience with pharmacy is often going to be that community pharmacy setting. And we wanted to kind of expand their horizons in that sense. So here we have an acute care simulation that we were able to put together with some of our sim mans. And using the university resources was a really exciting experience. We had access to the compounding lab materials, we had access to the sim man, and I think we were able to put together a really fun and unique experience for the students, and we got a lot of great feedback from them. So moving forward from that, this year's program, I know Evan's going to do a great job, and he's going to speak about some future directions for us.
Absolutely. So I am Collin's successor, helping to plan Zoom. I'm Collin's successor, helping to plan this upcoming Zoom session. And Collin mentioned the feedback form. So we, or Collin's group, had lots of feedback forms, Qualtrics surveys at the beginning and after activities, and then at the very end of the program, where the participants were able to offer feedback. And specifically that post-survey, they were able to offer feedback about what was most vital to them about the program. And so looking at that data, I collected some statistics, including that they were able to rank on a scale of 1 to 10, which aspects of the PEER program impacted them the most and had the most impact on their future career decisions. And there was a tie between the guest speakers and the mentorship from the pharmacy students, averaging at 8.4 out of 10 for your change in future directions and future career goals. 100% of the participants were planning on reaching out to their mentor at some point after PEER about applications or the pharmacy school process. And 100% of the students after completing the program planned to apply to pharmacy school or another health science school. As well, in the feedback that we collected about the program, we asked the students what they liked about it, what was most beneficial to their learning. And we got some takeaways from that post-survey, including that they liked the interactive activities, they liked the Kahoot, they loved interacting with their mentors. Many of them mentioned in their post-survey that they would love to have more in-person type events, since PEER has been virtual for many years, as well as they want to hear from more specialties. They want to hear from more pharmacists. More is better. So overall, we've used that data to create an outcome-based plan for PEER this year. We're going to accentuate on the aspects of PEER that last year's participants rated well and seemed to really benefit them. And we're going to delve into those and expand them, make them longer sessions. And we're going to limit and cut down some of the things that the participants felt like were as beneficial to others. And what we've mostly come to for this plan is a hybrid model, which was difficult to plan because it's been virtual for so many years now. So how we're running it is that in order to get credit and to participate, the virtual aspect is mandatory. However, every week we'll be holding an in-person event, which will consist mostly of fun activities. There's a pharmacy tour, compounding, catered networking, social, things that they would want to come to, meet their mentors in person, in addition to the webinar-based learning aspect of here. As well, we're also putting a much more emphasis on the group discussion between the mentors and the mentees. We're having that be almost 50% of the sessions now. They'll hear the lectures in the beginning, and then we want full participation. We want each of those participants to go into a small group with a couple of pharmacy student mentors and talk about what they learned, get participation, answer open-ended questions, prepare feedback, things like that. And another thing that we're working on is representation equalization. The peer participants from last year, we just noticed some racial disparities in the applicant pool as well as the pool of peer participants. So we have reached out to the campus office of diversity and inclusion to ask them how we can better reach BIPOC members of the community who would be interested in participating in peer. And down here below is the contact information, and that QR code on the right is the brand new updated in-process peer website that we are working on and adding applicant information to for the upcoming sessions. And that's all I have.